Okay guys, the vlog is done. I don't know where I should go because, you know, it's almost 5 o'clock and we gotta eat and we're doing haircuts and you know, we gotta eat and do haircuts and whatever. And I'm just getting excited for next week. You know, yeah, I don't know why. I just got a weird fucking feeling that they're gonna start giving me shit for going camping, and this person, I don't know, is trying to back out or this is why I couldn't hear the fucking thing run. It's the goddamn lightning. You know, if they start giving me shit about requesting off for September and October, I'm like, look, I put my weekend in about a year in advance so that you guys had the heads up that, you know, way ahead of time. I missed June because of how my week landed. I only went camping, counting my week twice. So, and we already got a site paid for and whatever for my dad's birthday. We're not going to Bay Shore this year. You know, I lied to him. And they're gonna be like, well, you didn't need to take Sunday off. I said, I took Sunday because I don't get to see my fucking friend anymore. And if they're like, oh, don't be starting to be pulling fucking Chris, I said, I ain't gonna be pulling a fucking Chris because I'm gonna be not working here anymore fucking more if you guys keep, you know, getting pissed off about my week, you know, me going camping. Like, we got other people that would like to have off too. I said, not my fucking problem. They're not the fucking one. They're not the ones that dropped fucking a shit ton of money on a fucking camper that they want to enjoy. You know, I stopped fucking covering and helping other stores and covering other fucking people because I'm not getting the days off I want. I don't get time off for myself. This time of year, I'm always on the fucking go. I don't fucking care. It's either I don't help anyone anymore, or, you know, it's either I get the weekends I ask off, or I don't help anybody anymore. And that's guaranteed. And I said, if you're gonna fucking fire me because I don't want to help anymore, anybody outside of my work schedule anymore, then I'll do you a favor and I'll leave right now. That place is getting fucking annoying. That's a big fucking reason why I wanted Audi to close. It's because of that right fucking there. You know, yeah, I'm kind of pissed off because I have to work had to work a couple of weeks that I had to, last week and this coming week, or the week after my week. I have to work 5 days in a row. Fucking creek's pretty full. That I had to work 5 days in a row because, and I understand it, and I'm not mad about it because Eden, which is starting to close now, is going to be out of town for like church camp or whatever, which is to me kind of stupid, but whatever. To each their own. I'm not going to judge. It's getting to the fucking point that I don't want to be there anymore. I don't want to be there anymore as it is. So and they asked Destiny to fucking, go close at is either Howard or Bellevue, or De Pere. I think it might have been De Pere. And you're like, Cole ain't gonna fucking go. I said no, because I have no fucking reason. I should have told him no, it's because I don't have no fucking reasonable right to get out there. That fucking place is getting annoying. And I'm going to start telling them, I'm going to start cutting back in my hours. Or I'm going to cut myself in hours. And they're going to be like, well, what do you mean? I'm going to tell them it's either I'm going to work 4 to 8 every fucking night, or if I'm working days, it's going to be 11 to 2. Monday to Friday. They're like, oh, we can't do that. Not right now because we're picking up. And I said, then I'm going to start acting a fool. Then I'm going to say I'm going to start acting a fucking fool. Until I get the way I will fucking want, the hours I fucking want, and the weekends off that I request. They're like, well, you can't do that. I said, then I no longer work here. You know, then I tell them that I no longer fucking work there. They go, that's not fucking fair to us. I said, how you're treating me is not fucking fair to me. I don't know why I'm going in here. They go, what do you mean? I said, you know what, I tell them, I tell them, me and my family dropped a shit ton of fucking money on a camper to use every fucking chance we had in the summer. And I want to keep it that way. You know, and then they're gonna ask, well, how much do you pay? I tell them, you know, obviously I'm not gonna disclose it on video. Got a little bit of a rumble to her. It's convertible to I want a hard top. You're gonna be like, well, where are you gonna go if you fucking quit now? I said, that's for me to fucking worry about.